Hey y'all, I'm sitting here eating my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Thought I'd give y'all some numbers. I had a gentleman quote from the NCHFP. I am so sick of hearing those letters. People, they do put out some good information. I'm not going to take anything away from the good information they put out. But all they've done is come through and add more rules and regulations, and you can't do this and you can't do that, to people that have been doing it. Collectively, a lot of us have been doing it for hundreds of years, if you were to add all of our experience up together. I am probably one of the safest canners you're going to meet. There's a lot of things I will not do, which falls in line with the NCHFP. But there are some things I think they're ridiculous on. This is one of them. They said it is not economical to re-can or reprocess food purchased in bulk. For example, the lady brought up she got a gallon of sweet relish for literally almost nothing. Okay. He says it's not economical to break that down. Well, I don't know what kind of family you have, but unless my mother lives with you, you ain't eating a gallon of relish anytime soon. That's a lot of relish. I put relish in half-pint jars. When Mom was alive, one may last her 2 days. She ate relish on everything. But majority of us, a small jar of relish will last us quite a while. I sit down and added up my recipe, what it would cost me, plus the price of new lids, not jars, because I already have the jars. And it come to about $45 is what it come to. And you're going to get 16 half pints out of that recipe. Comes to approximately $2.81 a jar. It's probably, if you broke it down exact, it might be a little less than that, but we're talking pennies. And then I went on the Sam's website and I pulled up what Heinz sweet relish, which they make a decent sweet relish, would be, and at Sam's it's $6.22 a gallon. And here again, it's a gallon. You're going to get 16 cups out of that. A half pint jar is a cup. And it comes to, plus the price of new lids, not jars, because I already had jars, for comparison purposes, it comes to 57 cents a jar. Now, mind you, I don't have a college degree in economics. But I'm telling you, it sure looks like instead of paying $2.56 a jar versus 57 cents a jar, I don't know what college you graduated, but the University of Georgia got it wrong, sister. That is very economical. Now, the only thing I would do when I took that gallon of relish that I got at Sam's or wherever you get it and put it in a pot to bring it up to temp, I probably would add a little bit more apple cider vinegar in it just to make sure that acid ratio was there. But you bring that up to just shy of a boil in your pot, put it in hot jars, put lids on it, put it in your hot water bath canner for, I think it's 15 minutes. Once it comes to a good rolling boil, you start your timer at 15 minutes. When it's done, take those things off, put them on the shelf, let them cool for 24 hours. Take the rings off, and wash it, because that relish has a sticky texture. If you don't, you're going to need Popeye to get the lid off that jar. So just take your ring off and wash it. I personally don't put the rings back on. Because if something goes bad sitting on the shelf and it doesn't have a ring on it, you gonna know. You gonna know pretty quick. If it has a ring on it, you gonna know pretty quick because that jar's gonna burst. I've been there, done that, cleaned the mess up. So, but yes, contrary to the NCHFP and the University of Georgia, y'all got it wrong. When it comes to reprocessing relish, reprocessing ketchup, barbecue sauce, or mustard, you missed it. And I'll go a step further than that. You can get that great big bag of fresh corn, frozen corn, and you can reprocess that into jars. You have to have a pressure canner to process vegetables. Yes, there is a group that says you can boil it for 3 hours to process it. I'm not going to get into that debate. But why would you want to spend 3 hours water bathing something that would take you 40 minutes in a pressure canner? You know? Not judging, not getting on my soapbox, just giving what works for me. But to answer all of your questions, home canning, whether you raise the vegetables yourself, or you buy them at a farmer's market, or you buy some things pre-processed on a shelf, is always a good idea.